Hi, I'm Nicky T, Paintball Professional, and I'm here in my local paintball store to find out what I can buy for 500 quid. I'm here with Andy at Just Paintball, and he's going to talk us through the options that are available.
Okay, so first off we're going to choose the mask. You've got a really good budget at 500 quid to get yourself a good mask, a good marker and everything, so let's start on the really important thing and make sure you're well protected. They're all thermal masks, the ones that we've chose, dual paned thermal lenses which are much better for not fogging. We've got on the Vulcan MI7, comes in a few different colours. We've just got the camo one out to show you. JT Flex 8, the V-Force grills, which I wear, really nice mask. Virtue Vio 2, the Empire EVS, a Dye i5, and the Push Unite. The Dye i5 and the Push Unite I would consider to be the absolute top end, but probably going to be pushing the budget too far to take these. So personally I think we go for the JT Flex 8. It's mega comfortable, it won't fog, it'll protect you really good, and this kind of thing will be lasting you for years to come. So a perfect place to start, I think. Okay, onto the markers. We've got plenty of budget left after the mask. We'll start with the Spider Victor. A good marker for about the 70 quid price range. It's going to work out there, it's going to be better than rental, but that's the kind of thing you're going to get for 70 quid. Going on to the GOG Enemy, £140, is going to get you a smoother firing marker, more reliable, easier to take apart and service, and it's going to be very reliable. Going on to the EMEC marker, Planet Eclipse, £200. You're going to start to get some good bang for buck here. You're getting a bolt system that's used very similar to the one that's on my CS2. Will shoot super fragile paint. It's mechanical, so it's going to shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger, and Planet Eclipse are probably the most reliable brand out there, in my opinion. And then at the top of the range, in this kind of budget, I reckon the Empire Axe Pro. Electronic trigger, it's going to be firing really fast, very reliable, very lightweight, but it might be pushing it a little bit now that we've taken a mask at 85. The gun's 345, so you're going to end up with a very basic air system and loader, and it's not really worth having a basic loader on an electric gun. So I think we're going to go for the Planet Eclipse EMEC 100 for our choice on the marker. Okay, so we've chose the Planet Eclipse EMEC 100. I'm going to show you what you get for your £200. So a really nice manual, very detailed, and with Planet Eclipse they give you really good pictures, and they make it noddy proof, you know, really easy for anybody to service their gun. And they're a very easily serviced marker. So there's your marker. Easy to take apart, it's just your main bolt coming out the back there. Very smooth trigger, it's going to give you a nice rate of fire. You're also getting a tool kit, all your Allen keys, grease, and all your O-rings for servicing, and a barrel sock. It's pretty amazing what comes with a gun at £200 nowadays. You definitely didn't used to get that for your money, so real bang for buck there. Okay, onto air systems. First off, it's really a good thing to get advice whether you come into a store like Just Paintball or you're buying it on the internet. It's worth giving them a quick call first and making sure that that bottle is going to be okay in your region. Some bottles are not okay in other regions. You know, our European bottles won't be good in the States, and some of the States dot bottles won't be good over here in Europe. So selection wise, we've got a basic 48C aluminium tank from Planet Eclipse, the Pro Toys, at £42. We've got a Vulcan rehydro tested bottle, and I'll go into that in a moment, at £110, which is a bit of a special offer. First Strike 4.5 68C for £145. a Hero air system with a really good regulator on these straight out the box. Somewhere between 170 and 205 pounds depending on the size that you take in C's. So 68, 77 and 88 for instance, they all cost a little bit more the bigger you go in size. And we've got a fuel air system. I use one of these, 650 grams there or thereabouts, the lightest thing on the market, with a Pro V2 reg, so real top of the range, 225, 230 pounds there or thereabouts. So this is going to be a bit out of our budget, but maybe for later, if you're going to end up upgrading to the best, this will be, in my opinion, the best. Keeping us in budget on the £500 for what we've spent already, we could go for the First Strike at 145, or we could go for the rehydroed bottle. Now, this is basically the same weight. The rehydroed Vulcan is the same weight as the First Strike, and this is a brand new but out of test bottle that we have had rehydro tested. So it comes with a brand new hydro test, tested last month on this particular bottle. So you're basically getting the same bottle as this one for £35 less. It will need retesting in 5 years, but so will this. But this bottle has 10 years life left and this one has 15. But for the sake of it having 10 years, which I think is plenty before you're going to end up upgrading anyway, we can save a bit of money doing this. So my choice is going to be £110 for the Vulcan air system. Okay, so we've got a good selection of the loaders out just to show you, so you can see what kind of thing you can get. You have got about £100 or just over £100 left in your budget, so we're going to eliminate a few, but we'll just tell you what's what first. So the Spire 3, in my opinion, one of the best loaders on the market quite easily. Comes with an app that you can get for free from Virtue, links up to your loader to be able to change your settings, make it beep when it's running out of paint. Really clever stuff like that. But unfortunately out of your budget because we spent the money elsewhere. Also we've got the Spire IR, so more of a plug and play version of the Spire. You just turn this one on and it feeds your bowls in nice and fast. Very easy to take apart like the Spire 3. But again, just out of the budget, only just on this one. We're also going to be removing the Dye R2. Again, a really good loader, toolless, take it apart by hand. Batteries last for ages and super reliable, but it's in the 160 quid kind of price area, and you've got just under 105 left, so we're going to lose that as well. Right, so that leaves us with these loaders. We've got the Proto Primo, about £15, the Virtue base loader in the same kind of area. Both of these loaders have got a shelf inside, so we've not even brought out the basic VL200. You don't want one of those. So these have got a little shelf inside which stops the bowls jamming, gives it a better chance of you not missing a shot. But we can afford more than that with the 100 odd quid that we've got left. The PALS loader from Planet Eclipse is a really clever system. It's got like a little button on the bottom there. So when you're shooting with the EMEC pops up like a finger, which pokes that button and agitates the loader. So it's an agitator loader that doesn't need batteries. Really, really clever, and again, great innovation from Planet Eclipse. Again, we can afford better than that, so we might as well spend it on the loader which is worth spending your money on. A classic, the JT Revolution, about £40, just over. This again is an agitator, so the paddles will kind of jiggle the bowls around, letting them drop in. These two are force feed loaders, so they will push the bowls in. Much better for you not missing a shot, and that's important. If you can pull the trigger as fast as you can, it's only worth doing that if the loader's going to keep up with your finger. So we've got the choice of the Vulcan VSL, about £80, and the Dye LTR, about £85. I'm personally going to say let's go for the LTR because that's going to leave us just enough for the essential barrel swab, and I think it's really worth having a good loader. It's a toolless loader, take it apart by hand. The batteries last a good while and they're super reliable, so I'm going to say the LTR. Okay, so we've got everything sorted now: marker, loader, air system, and a really nice mask. And the last really essential piece of kit, sometimes overlooked by beginners, is a barrel swab. Obviously, every now and again you're going to burst some paint in your barrel, and there's a few different options to taking care of it. You're in budget for any of these, to be honest, and although you can get the £1 and £2 swabs, pull-through squeegee like this, you can only use this after the game. You've got to have your barrel off your gun, you can't use it mid-game. Virtue swabs, really good, but they're a single-use thing in that once you've swabbed with the fluffy side, you've only got another fluffy side, so if you burst a couple of balls in the same game, you're going to start to struggle. Exalt do a version of the same thing, just with really nice fluffy, extra big, so you know it takes care of swabbing when you're in something like a CPPS game. You're up front, you really don't have time to do what I'm going to show you next, then I do resort to this sometimes, but I much prefer to use the rubber end of an Exalt squeegee, get the main bulk of the gunk out of the barrel, and then polish it with the fluffy end to get your accuracy back. Once your barrel's nice and clean, you've got accuracy, it's that simple. And then we've got a dye version of the same thing, one of these, whereas the Virtue you get 2 in a pack. So they vary in price from a couple of pounds to the most expensive at about £13. For the kind of paintball you're going to play on a regular paintball site rather than tournament paintball, I would definitely suggest, now that you've got this in budget, that you go for the Exalt barrel made. It gives you the rubber end like I was explaining. Definitely the best of the bunch there in the kind of paintball that you're going to be playing. Okay, so after the swab you're on about £495, and nobody really likes taking change home, and I really don't like going getting change from the till. So for just under a £5, we've got on special offer the Paintapple Express from Planet Eclipse. Not your usual paintball related product, but if you're going to be reviewing all of these other products that you're taking away today, then why not give some of this spicy sauce a go, Nikki?
Wow, I'm amazed at what I've been able to get for £500. Super excited. I'm literally going to go to the field and play.